Hello, everybody. Welcome to Nancy and Nicole Real Life, Real Talk. We had so much fun with our last two episodes with pulling cards and revealing a little more about ourselves that we thought we'd do it again today. So we have no idea where today's episode is going, but
None.
it's going somewhere fun, and I hope you're along for the ride.
We are doing more random questions.
I
But
know.
this time, I've got the deck.
Yeah, I was in charge of the questions last time. Nancy
Yeah.
is
I rarely use this deck, so I'm excited and anxious. So we're going with question number 1. Ready for it?
okay. Let's hear it.
Oh man, we're starting out easy. What made you smile in the last 2 weeks?
Dinner with my kids. That's an easy one.
Kids.
I mean, lots of things. Lots of things make me smile. But my favorite thing right now is we're getting into a little rhythm in the evening where when we're all around, we make dinner together and then we have dinner and it's just a fun time to connect. And sometimes it's a big thing where it takes a while and we sit down and it's we have a longer dinner. But like last night we made tacos, a couple minutes to eat the taco, make them, couple minutes to eat them. Not a big thing.
Yeah.
But just the fact that we're all hanging out in the kitchen for a little bit and sharing our day. That makes me happy.
And there's so many people who don't get that after their kids graduate from high school and go off and do their thing. So I love that.
Right. Well, and they're home for the summer, right? And they're getting to the ages where I don't know how many more of those dinners they get.
Yeah.
Because they're going to start lunching and doing their own lives. And so it's always meant a lot to me. It means even more now. Yeah.
What's something that made me smile in the last 2 weeks? I mean, over the last 10 minutes. I think I mentioned to you, I am back to cold plunging in Puget Sound because Lake Washington got too warm. And it is still hard to do every day. And I still am so proud of myself for doing it. And yeah. And I'm getting up earlier because for me to drive to West Seattle, I have to do it earlier so I don't get stuck in traffic coming back because otherwise that really messes up my day. So yeah. So I'm starting my day a little earlier, a little more structure. Funny to think that structure and cold plunging would be the things that I would say make me smile.
Make you smile.
Who am I? Good God.
You're adults. That sounds like an adulting comment.
I know. So
I love
unlike
it.
me.
That's good though.
Yeah. All right. Ready for another card?
Let's do it.
We're going a little deeper. We're going with a purple
Okay.
card. What is one of your greatest motivators in life?
Ooh. You know what? I got to think about that one for a second, to give a real answer,
I have
not
an
a
easy one.
flippant answer.
Shame.
Okay. What? Shame?
Shame.
Yeah, that's a pretty honest answer.
I mean, applause, having people like me, but the inverse is shame. That is unfortunately, I don't know if that's I wouldn't say that's a motivator. It is interesting.
Can be.
Thing that popped into my head when I read the card though.
Yeah. No, I think that's
so. What is one of your greatest motivators in life, Nicole Mangina? That's what I want.
I think self growth is a big one for sure.
Yeah.
There's definitely and there's some shame in there too. Of I want to see if I can do it. I want to grow. I'm competitive. I'm into energy. So in theory, well, I do believe there's plenty out there for everybody else, right? I believe I can get mine without taking away from anybody.
Pie.
Yeah.
It's not a pie.
But, if it's a listing appointment, I want to win. Go get your piece of pie somewhere else. That's the honest answer. So self-growth, competitiveness, there's an element of wanting to be able to prove to myself, which is probably a shame piece, prove to myself that I could do something, right? Yeah. I feel like that's a deep question, actually, to really answer it. What is my motivation? I think it depends on the topic, but yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go for a different second answer because I don't think shame is my motivator. It is what trips me up sometimes. It's the obstacle. But I think for me, I am constantly checking in and evaluating if I feel like I am kind of living in alignment with my sense of who I am and my spiritual beliefs. I think that is always my true north.
It's mine when I'm living my best self, but I have a lot of fear as a motivator too. So
I mean, we are human, right?
Yeah, kind of depends on the topic, depends on the day.
Yeah. All right. Should we just keep rolling through these?
Well, yeah, let's do it.
All right. Ooh, what is something you used to believe?
Something I used to believe. The assumption is that now I don't anymore.
The card does not ask me any other things other than what is something you used to believe. You could interpret that any way you want. Or I can pull another card if you want.
I know what I used to believe. I just had this conversation with Alex. I used to believe that when I was a kid, I used to believe that when I was an adult, all adults, I used to think, I am so excited to be an adult because they always know what to do. They have all the answers, they have it all figured out. They always do the right thing. I can't wait to be an adult because then I'll be just like them. I don't believe that anymore because
How
it
long
could
ago do
be
you
further
think
from the truth.
when did
What?
that how long ago do you think that bubble got burst?
Probably my 20s. It didn't take very long, but I think even through like junior high, I was like, "Ooh, I could just wait till I'm an adult and out on my own." I don't know why that
Mm,
was part of being an adult. It's going to be so much easier. I'll just, whatever comes up, I'll just know what to do and I'll always make the right decision because surely adults always know what to do and make the right decision. I don't know why I thought that. Certainly not what was modeled for me, but it was like I had that thought so many times.
yeah.
And yeah, joke's on me. So,
Yeah. I would say, oh, there's so many things I used to believe. I would absolutely, I think I thought being an adult, being older would feel really different than it does. I'm happy that it does not feel the way I thought it was going to feel. I thought I would feel old. Most days I do not feel old. Some days. I grew up on a lot on old Broadway musicals
mm,
like South Pacific, King and I, Sound of Music, My Fair Lady, and a lot of like old jazz standard Frank Sinatra.
love Frank Sinatra.
Love Frank Sinatra. And so all of that very misogynistic, sexist, always guy gets the girl in mostly, kind of grossly manipulative ways. But what that big starry-eyed being in love, romanticized notion of what being in relationship. I mean, it's so broken in so many ways, but I kind of think I thought that that's what growing up and being in a relationship or being married was going to feel
Sure.
like.
Mhm.
And I think there is a window, like the first few dates in your 20s,
Oh,
maybe, very short window. But that was a hard lesson for me. And it certainly was
actually,
not what my parents, I mean, there was no real life role modeling that that's what adult relationships look like at all. So I don't know why that got supported after, like age
mhm,
7. But yeah, that took me a while to
interesting.
let go of and not go, well, somewhere in the world that still exists.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's fun.
I think I just thought I would feel like a grown up.
Yeah. Again, what is that?
Yeah, I don't know. I remember telling my daughter when I turned 50, she said to me, she said, "What is a 50-year-old even like?" And I said, "I have no idea." I said, "But if I ever start acting like one, you have permission to just smack me upside the head." She's like,
That's funny.
"I don't know what that means." I don't either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
All right. Anything else you want to add to things you don't believe
Yeah.
in anymore? Okay.
Mhm.
Moving along.
Let's see.
How would you like to be remembered?
Ooh, I say ooh, and then I'm like, I don't know what that means. I would like to be remembered as, say, somebody who lived authentically, but what does that mean? I want to be remembered as somebody who showed up for life, like actually experienced it and did it in a true, vulnerable, like way. Meaning I celebrated the highs, I shared the lows, sometimes even celebrated the lows because it means stuff's, you're working through stuff. So I want to fully live life, being present in my relationships, being there for my people. And I want to be, and I think I am, somebody who holds space for others to do the same. I want to, yeah, be remembered as somebody who, whether the word is inspired, created space, held space,
Mm,
others to show up and do the same and believe in themselves with all the messiness that goes with it.
I just have to take a minute and tell you that is exactly how I experience you.
Oh, thank you.
Like,
Thank you. Thank you.
doesn't mean you should like, wrap it up now because
Yeah,
done.
off we go. See you next time around. No, it's just getting good.
Yeah. No, but as
Yeah,
you
it's
are
been good all the
describing
time.
that, it's like, oh my God, I don't think anyone could have, who knows you, would describe you any more clearly than that. So
Thank you.
nice job. 10 out of 10, baby.
I love it. How about you?
I mean, it is why we're friends. Come on, let's just
Totally.
face it. Oh my God. Other than the what would we do if we won $100 million in a lottery, I think our answers are usually way more aligned than one might assume, given that I think people would describe us as very different people, but we're not really. Nope. How would I like to be remembered? Well, big kid, smart ass, sassy, and somebody who, went to the beat of her own drum and showed up and kept growing till the
I
end,
love that.
held space for other people. Being a person who does that and walks through the world that way, I think gives other people permission to do the same thing. Who knew 12 years ago that would end up being the basis of the Frequency Project and all the other coaching and speaking work that I do these days with tuning forks and sympathetic resonance and all that fun stuff. But that's really what I want to be remembered for.
And right back at you.
And that
That
I
is
was a kick
how
in the
you
pants.
show up.
And that I was a kick in the pants. I want to be that.
You are.
Thank you.
You showing up as you gives so many other people
Thank you.
the strength and the courage to do the same. I've seen it happen.
Thank
I've been in the room when you speak. It's powerful
Thank
to
you.
see the response that you get and the impact you have on people. It is a thing to experience. And I'm grateful that I've been part of that.
Thank you. Appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Here's some more of it.
Yay.
All right. Going for another card.
Let's do it.
What has been one of your favorite moments in life? Oh God, there's so many. How do you pick one?
That's a hard one.
Yeah.
Let's pick a different card. Not that I don't have a favorite. I don't know. How do you pick a favorite one?
Oh, here's a good one because you and I've talked about this recently.
Okay.
What is one thing you expect from a friendship?
Honesty.
Tell me.
Honesty, humor,
No,
support.
you can't just say honesty. Like, what does that mean? What does that look like? We've talked about doing a whole episode on adult friendship. So maybe this will
Well,
be the little tease for
teaser. So a true friend, somebody that shows up for you,
what does
loves
that
you
look
through
like?
all of it. Like your great days, your flaws, your all of it. Like knows where the skeletons are buried and loves you anyway, kind of thing. And it's a two-way street. I know one of the things we talked about is like, we reach out to people to be friends and connect and all of that, but then having people that reach out to you as well.
Yeah.
Right. And just a true friend is somebody who just walks through life with you, the good, the bad, all of it. Celebrates, when you have something great happen, they celebrate you because they're so happy for you. And when you're struggling, they're like, I got you. And a lot of times I got you means I'll just sit with you. Doesn't mean you have to fix it. Doesn't mean you have to make something happen or not happen for the other person, but where you can say what you really think without fear of judgment. That is a true friend to me.
That's pretty huge.
You're a true friend. Yeah. How about you?
Well, I'm kind of I'm sitting here for a minute with what you said about what was it you said? Something a minute ago about like I almost interrupted you to respond and I was like, no, let her finish her thought.
Okay, I have one more add-on if you want a second.
Yeah, go ahead, add on.
And the honesty piece is also somebody who's not afraid to call me on some stuff and go, hey, Missy, is that really a thought process that works for you? Or do you want to maybe try something different?
Interesting.
Calls me on my stuff.
So one of the things that in order for people to be able to be that kind of friend, one has to be willing to be vulnerable with other people.
Yeah.
And show those, a million years ago, somebody used the phrase, I'm going to date myself, your slip is showing.
Oh,
I don't even know if people wear slips anymore.
Can you buy those anymore? I'm not so sure, but I totally know what you're talking about.
But, you're less than, I don't even know how to describe
put together, right?
Yeah, your most put together self. And that creates a level of intimacy in friendships. And my hypothesis, and again, I think we should do an episode on this sometime, like totally focused on adult friendship, because I think a lot of people don't experience that.
I think so. I think you're 100% right about that, and that is sad.
Yeah. And I think part of it is, and I have some friends like this who, love me, but are judgmental and don't have any qualms letting that unfiltered response. And I'm not sure that that's not necessarily, I mean, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe there
Yeah,
is a freedom of like, okay, yeah, you can feel that way. It challenges me and how I respond. But like, can you stay present and soft and talk through those moments, which I think really creates an intimacy. And I think that is, I know for myself, that is, I'm not always as good about that as I wish I was. So, but I would say one thing that I expect from a friendship is just being present.
yeah, I think that's
Like, you
great.
don't have to always laugh at me when I'm funny. It helps, but you don't have to. But
Present the greatest gift you can give somebody, I think.
what'd you say?
I said, I think presence, being
Mm,
present with somebody is the greatest gift that you can give another person.
absolutely. Yeah.
In a society that competes for our attention on a regular basis,
Yeah.
presence
Absolutely.
is hard.
Yeah. And oh yeah, we could just go. I had so many thoughts about friendship.
There'll be more episodes on this
I
topic.
think we're going for a goofy one. What do you have on your refrigerator door?
Ooh. They're all on the side, and I have motivational sayings and pictures of the kids from our travels when they were small. Yeah. How about you?
We go in and out of having things on the refrigerator and not having a
Yeah.
naked fridge. And we have two photos that I printed for Leah for Christmas because I tend to take the pictures and have them all on my phone, but we don't necessarily print them and put them up in the house. And so
Yeah, yeah.
one of them, we were all together a year ago this past weekend for Molly's graduation.
Yeah.
And there's this great picture of all of us lined up together as my brother, my sister, and their spouses, and my niece and nephew. It was great. But I was in a hurry picking the file to which one got printed, and I printed the one picture that I was not in. It's like, great picture of family. Where are you? It's like, oh, and so since Christmas, I was supposed to find the one that does have me in it where we got somebody else to take the picture. And anyway, but mostly we are kind of a naked fringe people.
Yeah. We get a couple on the side. We don't have anything on the front.
Yeah. I am doing a little censoring. I'm just saying.
That's fine. I think we need one good wrap up question.
Okay. No pressure. What is something or some things, if you wanted to go for
Okay, because
more
I have
than
more than
one,
one.
it's hard to do one. What amazes you?
Nature amazes me. It's
Mm,
beautiful. Sunrises, sunsets, so pretty. Right now, my deck, I have a lilac tree right next to my deck. And when I let the dogs out at night, like right before I go to bed, I go out and I can see the moon and I can smell the lilacs. And that is magical. So nature amazes me
mm,
with its beauty and our capacity as humans to
mm,
keep going, to keep trying, to keep getting back up and trying again. Our resilience, our compassion,
mm.
our capacity for joy, all of that amazes me.
Totally.
Pretty magical.
Yeah. For those of us in the world who believe that there's something else beyond this existence, I believe that. And I don't remember when it was, somewhere I kind of came up with the image of angels, spirits, whatever you want to call them,
Mhm,
energies waiting in line to have the experience of incarnation and having the human experience and being in a body and all the things that come with the physical world.
mhm,
And because I think it's funny for a lot of people, again, who are very spiritually minded or religiously minded, so much of our emphasis in this life is about how to be more holy and godlike. And,
mhm,
you know, in some traditions, really denouncing the human experience and having a body and all that goes with that.
mhm,
And I think it's the opposite. I think
mhm,
our role, our purpose in this life is to absolutely embrace the physical world and have the physical experience of having a body and being in the world and being in nature and all the messiness and magic and awe that comes with that. And I just think about like, if you think about like when you go to Disneyland or some amusement park, and can you imagine being like some little spirit and you just wait in line forever and ever and ever to get to the front of the line? And then you get to like do the whole arms up in the air experience, like, woohoo! I'm gonna have a body. And that amazes me. And
Yeah, I love
I
it.
like to really, even when my knee was giving me a bad time last year and I could barely walk up and down the stairs or around the block, still just trying to be amazed at the experience of having a body. Or times when it's been really hard for me to get up off the floor, which, I do it better now than I did a year ago. But yeah, being human, messy, but
That's so cool.
yeah.
I love that.
I want to know what amazes other people. That might be my favorite question of the day, actually.
It's a good one.
Yeah, good one to end on, I think.
Yeah, for
All
sure.
right, peeps. Thanks for joining us for another episode. You just might find some more random questions in the next pod because we're kind of having some fun with this. So thanks
Yeah.
so much for joining us. We'll see you on the flip side. Bye.